Hello, beloved cosmic familia, and welcome back. This session is going to be one for the GWCs. Yes, that means this is going to be a special edition session for the guys and gals with cameras. So, yeah, if you're a vlogger or you do other types of like travel content, basically if you're documenting things, situations with your camera, this is for you. Okay? Now I mean this on a entertainment slash, content creator type level. Guys and gals with cameras, that type of vibe. Okay? Before we get started, though, like anyone else in the collective, we are going to light some palo for you as well and clear out all the energy to start afresh. You have the option to join me in prayer. Either way, I am going to say a quick prayer at the beginning of this session. Whether you are religious, spiritual, or any otherwise or not. Here we go. Dear source of all that is, was, and will ever be, I thank you today and each and every day for all that you do and all that you do through me. I call upon you at this time to guide me in summoning angels of the highest white light, most especially Archangel Michael, for protection at this time, as well as the Ascended Masters. Through you from within, for protection, guidance, as well as clear, concise communication. Surround us in your light and protection throughout our day. Be at our side and guide our words and actions to come from a place of love. Please clear our energy and vibration completely of negative thoughts and beliefs, releasing fears and self-limiting beliefs. Help us to fully and completely experience love, light, and joy that is present in every moment and guide our path for the highest and greatest good. So it is, so it is, so it is. Alright, for this video, I have not utilized the Oracle of Visions for the GWCs. So, here we go for the first time ever on this channel, specifically for the GWCs. We're going to go into the Oracle of Visions first. To continue our Oracle of Visions reveal, as well as introducing a couple of other new decks into this session. Well, new to you decks. And it's just going to be whatever comes out, freestyle for the most part. And I'm just going to go with what Source tells me to do. If any given time there is a shift in the dynamics and the modalities of this session, you will know and see it. Otherwise, here we go. To get some signifier energies from Oracle of Visions first. Whatever it is that is meant for you at this time. Whatever it is that's meant for you at this time. Out comes the number 31. Not really liking this lighting, but here we are anyways. The number 31. We have a woman with what looks like a lockbox, as well as some sort of terrarium, except there is a key inside of this terrarium, and this terrarium also has a lock on the outside of it. So there's a code lock that you have to know how to master and break in order to get to the key, in order to get to the box, in order to get to the one who holds the keys. For some of you, you are the one who holds the keys. Whatever that means to you, it could be actual physical keys where, you are responsible for, the safety protocol of the home, your vehicles, so on and so forth. Anything involving keys. Otherwise, the keys take on an entirely different meaning, but perhaps with similar notes within there, also involving protection. At least that's what I'm getting from this card right off the bat. Interesting. And with this ribbon that's winding around that reel at the bottom, it's kind of giving me like player piano vibes, even though that's very obviously not a piano, but that's the vibe that it's giving me. And there's actually a message on the ribbon that's wrapped around it. And what I'm deciphering from it is snow showers. You can actually see the word snow right there. Okay, so the lens wants to pulsate at this time. Anyways, the word snow. This could be part of a song, perhaps, that you know that is near and dear to your heart, or someone that you love may really like a song that has the word either in the title or the lyrics. But snow showers, I'm getting yet a completely different message from that. This is telling me that someone of great significance in your life, you are going to encounter this person during the winter months. Perhaps even during a snow shower. How that comes about is yet to be discovered. And for all of these items to be so, sacredly protected, this tells me that either you or someone you are about to encounter holds the keys to either some invaluable information, objects, so on and so forth. So let's look into the book and actually see what the significance is of this card according to the creators of the deck, as it is all custom. Secrecy and confidentiality. Ooh, so now I'm getting like under the rose type of... Let me take a closer look at this image. The scrolling, type of artistry at the top of the globe is actually giving me, a rose. Some kind of, lacing. But also, what looks like where each corner would come to a point right there is a rose. So under the rose, What is said under the rose. This is like sacred, like, oh my gosh. Just like extremely important, invaluable information, secrets. That's what it's giving me. And either you or someone you're about to encounter, yeah, this could turn into some kind of information dumping at some kind of point, but we'll have to see. Every relationship between two individuals or two groups will be characterized by the ratio of secrecy that is involved in it, quoted by George Simmel. So, what this is already giving me right off the jump and right off the bat is that if you are in a relationship and you truly value this relationship, the less that you share openly to others about it, the more secure that relationship is going to be. From the clandestine world of espionage to the privacy of our personal inner thoughts, we attempt to keep our own secrets, but seek those of others. Any sharing of such confidentialities requires a demonstration of trust, whether it is between nations, corporations, or intimate family and friends. In the context, now I'm getting like secret society type vibes. Eek. Corporations, intimate families, and friends. In the context of human relationships, our curiosity or need to know may be for self-interest or a desire to help others. So this can also very much so pertain to those of you who do like investigative type documentaries, journaling, and just that type of fundamental and flow of dynamics. To achieve either self-interest or a desire to help others, it will require a key that in turn provides access to the information we seek. It may be facts and figures or simply a better understanding of circumstances. Such information may be provided freely by those who control it or withheld until we have proven ourselves. These keys may take the form of the most complex cryptic puzzle or password, but also a simple "you can trust me" gesture offered to a troubled friend. In this card, the guardian herself, the one who guards the keys, symbolically an oracle. Isn't that something? She possesses the answers you seek and can provide you with the keys to access them. But before you do so, you may have to prove that you are ready. Seeking greater truths, even those of self-discovery, often requires some demonstration of worthiness. So, for some of you GWCs, there may be more work that you have to do on yourselves in order to be trusted either with the information or even as the guardian and key holder of the information to boot. And this can involve any topic, taboo or otherwise, that you are involved in as you are vlogging, documenting, as an influencer, content creator, or just some dude with a camera who likes to make videos or create content. It's, GWCs, guys and gals with camera. This includes the spiritual communities, paranormal, lifestyle vlogging, all of the above. It includes all of you. Yeah. So, if you consider yourself a content creator with a camera, these messages are for you. Now, some of you may even actually know of someone who is revered as a trustworthy and also extremely insightful person. They may even look a little bit like that. minus the dated hairdo. Perhaps even the same color of hair, just a little more up to date in terms of style. Yeah. Let's look a little further with the Oracle of Visions for a bit more depth, perhaps even a bit more identity to these encounters, because an encounter of some kind is afoot. Oh, well, that one hit the floor. Similar hairdo, but a little more up to date, interestingly enough. You know, I'm about to adjust the lighting just based on where the sun is at right now, so that perhaps you can get a better view of the cards. I don't know. I don't really want to waste my time. But interestingly enough, check out the number. We went from 31 to 13. 3113. Now, I don't have that angel card, but I do have a card with a series of 1s and 3s. And also, this card has been utilized already today in yet another video. So if you tuned into that, then you'll see it again. And it states clarity. So some of you are about to be introduced to the key to clarity, or otherwise you hold the key to clarity. Or you're in the process of weaving it. In some kind of way, articulating it. Like setting, in this case, she's setting the sewing machine, but also to agree setting the stage. As the storm passes, the clarity is felt faster than lightning is seen against a dark sky. The divine is reminding you that clarity is readily available. All you have to do is ask. You have weathered the storm, and now the sky is clearing. So before I read the affirmation, this is telling me that for the majority of you, it seems as though that trust is or has been earned, which makes you about to be, or you are, the key holder, the guardian. Loving energy surrounds me, and I trust that the clarity I feel is the answer I need. There it is. So let's look at the book. Productivity, control, and organization. Take your needle, my child, and work at your pattern. It will come out a rose by and by. I just mentioned under the rose. And here it is. You are the one weaving the sacred information. That's what I just heard. Wow. Life is like that, one stitch at a time, taken patiently, and the pattern will come out all right like the embroidery. This card considers the gathering of separate elements, people, or ideas from the everyday nuances of family dynamics to the managing of a corporate team. Well, some of you are about to become the team leader of some kind of, even a corporation or otherwise, some kind of team, or you are, and you again are like, you hold the keys to all the fundamentals. And yeah, interesting. This Victorian seamstress manipulates various components as threads of color. With skillful hands, she arranges them, taking into consideration the distinct and individual qualities that each may possess. So this is telling me that you, within the group, you see, you have the key to the vision to see these attributes of everyone and not just yourself. You recognize the value, the keys that the others hold as well that may not necessarily be visible to others. And you take into consideration the value of each and every one of those keys and each and every one of those individuals, which is top tier in terms of leadership. When you not only see, but you work to bring out more of that in others, that is a solid leader. She coaxes the best from each. Whoa, I didn't even read further yet. But yes, she coaxes the best from each and orchestrates their ultimately working together as a whole, giving each strand order, position, and purpose. She blends them into a rainbow of unity. Its beauty is a metaphor of accomplishment, surpassing that of its original separate parts. Be wary of our over-controlling, micromanaging, or getting lost in the details. Allow each participant to contribute fully and not to be undermined by the one person's overall positions. So, what I'm seeing here is that the reason why there's a difference in every single one of these keys is because you, as the leader, as the management, so to speak, as the guardian of the keys, you have the ability, it's like I'm seeing some kind of like upgrade, up to date, like glow up type of thing going on. Like this is almost the same person, but just slightly different appearance. But beyond the surface, the same energy. Cause look at the top of the globe is a very similar lacing pattern that is also around her neck. So, yeah, this is totally giving me, like, this chick is also this chick, but possibly from a different timeline. And this is the new timeline, but with same energies. Y'all, I'm not even kidding. I can't even make this up. We have a visitor on the table in the form of a spider. And it just turned around and looked right at me. It's looking at me right now. I'm not even kidding. How you doing, little dude? I already know you can't hurt me. So you can just take that facade somewhere else, okay? We're having a discussion here. Go on. Go on about your business. Go eat some bugs that we don't actually want. Go eat those poisonous spiders that we don't actually want. Go on. Go do your thing. You're pretty insistent on just sitting there and staring at me. Oh, now that I'm talking about you, you're going to slightly turn your head? Like, oh, no, I'm not. I'm not staring at you. I'm not really staring at you. Meanwhile, their eyes are looking at me about like these round designs are looking like a set of eyes right now. Looking right at me. So, yeah. It's like jumping timelines, and so the elements of each image are showing up in different places in different timelines, but they're all still part of the same whole. So you either already have formed a team or you are forming some kind of team dynamic anyway, a group, organization, um, crew for the type of work that you do. Each key is different. Each key is different, and it's up to you to distribute those keys to the correct individual. And this is what you are doing. You're doing that. You are bringing out the hidden, you're bringing out the best in everyone involved. As a true leader, this is beautiful. With such clarity, even. As even, I believe, clarity was also mentioned. Either way, just be wary of overdoing it, okay? Like, understand that you're doing very well at managing, but everyone involved is at eye level, equal give and take. Like, you might have the title of the leader, but energetically, you're all equals. But you know this, so it's not like I have to correct you. But I am required to caution you to not let it go to your head or try to go beyond that level of management and micromanage every little thing and every little individual. It's your responsibility to give them that key for them to do that themselves, not for you to hoard the keys and be a control freak, okay? Allow each participant to contribute fully and not be undermined by one person's overall position. All right? So, there's that. I'm actually feeling guided to bring in a rune message for you as well. I don't have, like, rune stones, but I do have rune cards. So we're going to do a little shuffle here and see what message is made for you for this session. For our GWCs, guys and gals with cameras. This can cover all sorts of categories in terms of entertainment and content creating. We have the Dagas. A breakthrough, awakening, awareness, daylight clarity as opposed to nighttime uncertainty, a time to plan or embark upon an enterprise. This is just confirming everything that I just said about how you're forming something here. A crew, a group, an organization, for some of you even a corporation. Like, you're still going to be the guy or the gal with the camera, but you're expanding on what you already do instead of treating it as something separate. And there's team involvement. There's group involvement here. Yes, an enterprise. So it's being confirmed that now absolutely is the time. If it's something that you haven't been doing yet, you hold the keys to make it happen. You just have to remember that once you form that organization, group, or crew, not all of those keys are meant for you in the long haul, in the stretch of things, okay? Now, let's go back into the runes and see what else comes out. Ooh, protection. Male fertility, gestation, internal growth, common virtues, common sense, simple strength, family, love, caring, human warmth, and the home. This is in-laws. Of course, on my own time, I'm going to look up all these names and pronunciations to make sure that I'm getting them correctly. But just for today, we're rolling with the punches. So what I'm getting from this particular card is the gestation. It's like you have been preserving and nurturing this ideal, or otherwise dynamics and modalities of this enterprise that you're putting together. You've been holding on to it, so it's still in gestation. But also at the same time, for a lot of you, it's like you're in like the final days of gestation here, and the internal growth is occurring, but also about to come to that threshold where it's time for those ideals to make landfall. And it's you carrying this. Whether you're a male or a female, but it does say male fertility. And common virtues is really standing out to me in this particular message as well. Because it's those common virtues that, although all the keys and roles are different, they're all at eye level with the same like mutual interests and ideals to a certain respect already in mind as you come together. And remember, family can be chosen. You can consider this group coming together like family. The affirmation for 1313 is loving energy surrounds me, and I trust that the clarity I feel is the answer I need. So you're coming into this knowing as we speak. And this is all part of your awakening, your own personal awakening. It's as though you're in the stages where now you're ready to you're not only ready to expand on it more for yourself, but also paying it forward and contributing to others in their expansion and ascension as well. Wow. Oh, okay, one more. WHOAH, inherited property or possessions, a house, a home, what is truly important to you. Well, it says to one. Group order and group prosperity. Confirmation. There it is. You're meant to be a leader of a team, but not like the controlling type, but the type who still sees everyone at eye level. And when you make landfall with these ideas and bring everyone together to present them, that is the point of birth. That is the point of all of it making landfall together. And it's all going to line up and synchronize just like these messages did. Yep. You are destined to work as an organization of some kind, whether it's a crew for filming and traveling. Put it where it fits, because it's going to fit each and every one of you in some kind of way. Yep. And for some of you, it's like, it's not so much about financial growth and development, because there's inherited property, possessions, house, home, or otherwise what is truly important to you has already been developed. And looky there. Look who decided to show themselves on the cards. Mr. Spider. Boy, you just don't take no for an answer, do ya? Can you just go on about your business? Huh? Okay. Now look, I want you to see the card. And I'm going to read it to you. That was supposed to be the end of the message, but Mr. Spidey determined otherwise. What do we see here but something in gestation? Thank you, Mr. Spider. Mr. or Mrs. Yep, see now he's not so much ready to hang out. He's gonna go on about his business. There you go, Bubba. There you go, buddy. So just when I thought that it was the end of your message, Source yet again, through another modality, determined otherwise. And look at the card that the spider landed on. The number 12 even, which adds up to a 3. And we have 1s and 3s all over the table. The entire message is 3-1, 1-3, and then 1-3, 1-3. And then we have 3 runes on the table. And ending this message with yet a number 3 when you add the 12. Oh, excuse me. And that was some indigestion that needed to let itself out of nowhere. Ooh, like a spiritual release. Okay, so let's look a little deeper at this, shall we? Wow, I really thought that this was the end, but there's a message in terms of gestation in this card. And we are about to address it for a close. Wow, wonder of creation, protection, and destiny. And this is how we're going to end this. GWCs, this is for you, babies. The guardian angels of life fly so high as to be beyond our sight, but they are always looking down upon us. Quoted by Jean-Paul Richter. And the message states, a guardian angel is witness to the birth of the one whose life he will oversee. He is in awe of the wonder of creation and its significance. The significance of this creation, your creations. Forming this crew is part of that creation, although initially the ideal or dynamics, oh my gosh, yes, it's all coming together. And the angels are involved. Come on now. If you know, you know. You're never alone. Anywho's, he is in awe of the wonder of creation and its significance. Cradling a mystical incubator. Cradling a mystical incubator. And look at all that beautiful purple in the background. The violet flow, the violet flame of gnosis and connection. The most obvious connection to source. See the white in there too? The highest white light is all up in that violet. Wow. Cradling a mystical incubator in which this new life is enclosed. He understands its fragility, as he is now, so will he remain throughout, offering help and support, yet knowing the limitations of his influence. This is why it's teamwork makes the dream work. That's what's up. Fate and destiny will play their part. The chakras and astrological zodiacs orbit the central sphere, suggesting the role they will play in this future life. But this wondrous mechanism is also man-made, a grand part of how this life will be lived, and what it will achieve will not be predetermined by fate alone, but by free will and choice. And I'm hearing by free will and choice of everyone involved. Everyone is leveling up. Equal give and take, eye for an eye, but at eye level. Not in competition or comparison. This is so beautiful, I almost want to cry. Not only are you going to be a great leader who's great at what you do, beloveds, you are going to ensure that as you are in gestation and you're holding the keys, when this comes into fruition and landfall, you're already going to know what to do. You are going to be one of the best oracles, guides, leaders, managers there is. You're not ever going to see yourself as better or higher or more above the others. But it begins with you. The guardian, the key holder, the weaver of not just your future, not even really future, but the now coming into fruition. And you're extending that unto others, doling out the keys so that they too can continue to unlock their potential. And not just their potential, but their abundance of their hidden attributes that make everything whole. All these different parts creating the whole. So you look at it like this is our baby, not mine. Put it where it fits. Metaphorically, analytically, analogically speaking. That is your message. I know that they will find you well. And thank you so very much for tuning in. Brightest blessings, beloveds.